Hey y'all, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Look, you can try to cheat the process of life and source energy and blessings and manifestations, but I tell you what, you're gonna fuck around and find out today that ain't happening. This is your girl, Coach Tanya. Tap in, drop that hashtag live, hashtag replay, tap in, ask your questions below. But let's get into it. You cannot cheat the process of life. You can't. I have tried it for a long time. Trust me, you can't. I tried as an entrepreneur. We'll just use that as an example. As an entrepreneur, in the beginning stages. Now I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. As an entrepreneur, my biggest hurdle has always been starting something, is taking too long, and move on. So when my father died in 06 is when I officially leaped in. I think 07 is when I started my Deja's Aquatic Fitness and More, where I was a personal trainer, certified water aerobics instructor, first aid, all of that. I taught first aid classes. I made diets and menus and, stuff like that. But anyway, I was a personal trainer. I did personal swim lessons and, personal weightlifting and all of that. But my business was growing. It was cool. It was cool. I did it for like 2-3 years, but it wasn't growing the way I wanted to. So bam, I got tired of that. Not to mention I had just left the city of Detroit as a lifeguard for like 15 years. So I was kind of sick of that, and I had been swimming since I was 3. So I was really kind of like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Move on to Tanya's Full of Services. No, doing my assignment. That's when I started coaching. Doing my assignment was next. That was me having relationship coaching. I was doing relationship coaching. I actually had this program called Relationship CPR, which that's what made me quit the relationship coaching. I absolutely lost that. And long story, that's another day. But anyway, so I went through that. Then I started the Tanya's Full of Services. The coaching business was taking too long. Started the coaching, the Tanya's Full of Services. Now, Tanya's Full of Services was me selling kids' clothes. I was the clothes lady. That's what they called me. The clothes lady. I did personal transportation for kids, getting them to and from school, specifically kids only. This was actually before Uber, I believe. But anyway, what else did I do? Kids' clothes, personal transportation. Oh, I had my cleaning service, the Clean Glean. I did that for a few years. So I did all of these everything that I loved doing, that I wanted to do, that I knew that I could make money from. Not even caring about the future and the purpose of it and serving people, none of that. It was just to make money. I needed to make money. I was single with 4-5 kids, 6 kids, and I needed money. I wasn't getting child support. I was out here living. Okay? I don't know if you read my post yesterday, but go back to my post yesterday. You'll kind of figure out what my living was. But anyway, so that was taking too long. And I made decent money. I was actually, as I look back now, I was actually making about $6,000-$7,000 a month, sometimes $10,000. Now, to me, that was nothing, because I was used to $10,000 a month. Anyway, $10,000 months was normal. That was normal for me. So, anyway, fast forward to, I had this epiphany. Quit everything, because I wanted to write books. At this particular time, I hadn't been an author, but I wanted to write books. So I said, I want to write books and serve purpose in this life. I want to serve purpose. I want to wake up every day knowing I served people and I did things. And me selling kids' clothes, and that was cool. But I knew that I was a leader. I knew that I was good at helping people. I knew that I know that I'm a teacher. You know what I'm saying? I knew the things that I really, my soul was aching to do. I know that I'm a writer. I'm a speaker. I love talking. I love writing. I do. So I actually got a download to quit everything, sell my car, or get rid of my car, and move in with my mother. Now, to me at that time, I thought it was the devil. And I was like, this can't be God. Every time I say this can't be God, it usually turns out being God. And that's a sign right there to let you know that God will take you through the craziest trips and journeys just to get you to where you are. You know why? Because your loyalty, your faithfulness is being tested to see if this is what you really want. So you can, again, try to cheat the process. But you're going to fuck around and find out. Because as I continue to grow and explore, and when I left, I ended up leaving quitting everything, moving in with my mother. I stayed with her for a few years, but I understood why, because she was getting sick and I needed to rest. I needed to mend and heal some brokenness between her and I before either of us left this world. So that served its purpose. And my kids ended up splitting up, going with their dads, and it was a big thing, but it's good because their father ended up dying. So that time that they had with him was actually, it all worked out in divine good. That's why I've learned at a point in my life now, don't fight the process. Whatever's going on, just let the universe handle it, because it's all going to work out for your good, period. So fast forward, I did all of that. I ended up marrying my narcissistic husband, which again was another path. Learning lessons and understanding, leaving him. Fast forward to 2020, 5 years ago. Decided to, and even before that, I would say 2017, 2018 is when I really started to go back into coaching. And I've done coaching on all levels, from, again, relationship coaching to where I am now. Business coaching and spiritual teachings. I've done an array of everything. So, when 2020 came, I had to go full force into coaching. I tried to cheat the process. I always wanted free everything. Oh, I was going to do this free shit. I'm going to do it the hard way. Knowing in my mind subconsciously, I'm going to do it the hard way, because that's what I was wired to do. Work hard, slave, drive myself ragged, because my nervous system was so wired up and so dysregulated from all of the trauma. I've never actually taken time to sit down and sit still. So COVID was the sit down and sit still. I went through so much, lost so much, had to start over, all over again, and have actually done so twice. And that's crazy, because going through this experience of not being where you want to be and not understanding what's going on, the universe will sit your ass down so you can see everything you need to. But trying to cheat the process of abundance, you can't do. You have to focus on your mind, your body, and your spirit. There are cycles that are being repeated in your mind that you need to figure out, what is this in your mind? Why is it repeating? Negative thoughts, where do they come from? Why do they keep coming? No matter what you do, why do you continue having negative thoughts? Your body, your spirit, your body, what is it that you need to do to cleanse your body? Because when you are on the spiritual awakening process, your diet has to absolutely change, or the downloads that you need to get won't be able to come through. The heaviness that you feel from the food will hold you back, because you won't have that energetic flow within your body, and it'll become stagnant. So you definitely want to pay attention to your diet and everything. And then your spirit, you want to be spiritually aware of what the process entails and what it is that you need to do. And if you try to bypass any of that, you're going to fuck around and find out you can't. You're going to continue to repeat. And I have understood that I have continued to repeat those cycles because I never let them get to an end. Every time I got to a scary part, I would always quit, go back and do something. As an entrepreneur, my journey has always been, if it ain't working, it's taking too long, quit, fucking go do something else. Because the money need to be flowing. When you got six kids, the money need to flow. Especially when you ain't got nobody helping you with them kids. But I have gotten to the point now, somebody posted something, one of my Facebook friends posted, she can't do the broke life, poor life, whatever. I get that, and that's absolutely true. Nobody wants to be poor. But what if your assignment is to be poor at that particular time? And not saying that you want to be poor or whatever, but what if God is holding you back from the physical abundance so that you can understand the mind, body, and spirit abundance, so that you can understand the process of abundance? Because I grew up spoiled. Shit was given to me. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't have to work hard for much. Although I did work hard, but I didn't have to, and I didn't understand that you don't need to work hard. But because I didn't understand that without the working hard and establishing yourself, you're going to end up at square one working hard, and you're gonna suffer even more because you didn't grow up from struggle. I didn't grow up from struggle, but I know a lot of my friends did, and I adopted their energy, their spirit. I felt poor as a kid, and I was not, and I wonder why my kids did the same thing, same energy, same thing with them. But they realized, no, you wasn't. We might have didn't have millions of dollars, but we wasn't broke. We wasn't poor. They had stuff, and since it was 6 of them, how much do you expect to have if we're not rich? You know, 50, 60, 70,000, 80,000, hell, even $100,000. I was making 6 figures 2 years ago. $100,000 is not that much. People think I mean, it's enough. It's honored, thank you, blessed, I got that, but it's not like $1 million. But anyway, so when you repeat those cycles, the reason you keep repeating them again is because you're avoiding the hardest part. And when you avoid the hardest, it's like being over a cliff, and Spirit is asking you to answer that call. You're being over a cliff, and you're asked to leap over. You scared, your toes on the edge, you almost over, but it's too hard, you can't take it no more, it's taking too long. That's the worst thing you can say when you're manifesting and trying to create and go through the process of abundance. It's taking too long. Who says it's taking too long? Who put the time on it? You or Source? Who put the time on it? So if it's taking too long, that's why it's taking too long, because you're focusing on the lack of it not being here, and that's the energy you're putting out into the universe. So instead of saying it's taking too long, focus on the process of things that you're learning along the way as it's manifesting. So as you build a business, it takes 3 things. It takes 3 things to build a business where you can't cheat the process of abundance, and it's going to manifest into your life naturally. Number 1, authenticity. That's the creativity, the clarity, the love, and the care. Number 2, positive spirit, energy, mindset, and choices. Those are the raising of the vibrations and you doing what it is that you need to do to align with things. And then number 3, inspired action. You have to follow your intuition and get a proven structured system that allows you to walk that walk properly so that you will get to your abundance. Life prepares us for business through our personal experiences, because you have to be a product of your product. You have to believe in what it is that you're selling. So if you're going through something that's tumultuous, understand that it's for a reason. And that is going to lead you to your wealth. So you want to focus on maneuvering and manifesting a solution for yourself. And as you go through your process, write things out so that solution can manifest to you. It creates the authentic passion that you'll need for you to run and operate that abundant, successful life. So the steps must be achieved in order. Authenticity, so find your authentic voice. Find out what it is that you really love. Be positive about it. Focus on the end result, which is what you want to focus on. So shifting your mindset, understanding what it is that you need to do, how to act, what it is, who you want to be around, those kinds of things. And then take inspired action. You're inspired, and no matter what you do, if it's outside of the instructions of Source that's directly leading you to where you're going, it'll still get you there, but it'll be like you going in a map and going in circles and going all out of the way. You turning left to go right, just to turn back to go up, just to turn right here. So you can follow your intuitive leads, which is your inspired downloads from Source, and take action leading to what it says, and that's going to strategically place you where you need to be. So if you don't follow these things in this order or this way, you are going to remain stagnant in your walk to your abundance. And it's going to be a challenge that you're actually just creating for yourself. So let me know if this helps. Let me know if this resonates with you. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'll definitely answer them. Don't forget the hashtag live or the hashtag replay. Like and share this as well. But I am here to tell you, you cannot cheat the process of receiving abundance, because you're going to fuck around and find out that the universe got order, baby, and you going to follow it or not. You going to fuck around and find out. Have a good day. And don't forget, if you want to book your one-on-one session to create that breakthrough in your life that you know that is just right there, remember them toes over the edge, let's create that breakthrough so you won't go back. You can go forward. Have the courage to build within yourself so that you can take that leap without fear. Get your breakthrough session. I'll put the link below. And also, ladies of Detroit, don't forget July 27th at 11 a.m. at the Grazery with no graze off. I am doing my business brand development brunch, and I want to see you there. So tickets are available still. Seats are limited still, and it's still virtual as well if you're interested in the virtual form of it. Just click the link below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.